This ain't one of them times you can slide by what you say that you gonna do. Put your money up, run that phase, I'm just showing proof. You know the vibes, partner. Ain't got no wings up in my casa, clowning the day, gone in la mañana. I've been on fire lately, train my spirit, mind and body daily. Victory is sweet, that's the science, baby. It's only right we represent from Tampa to Tally. And keep the pressure on these ops, they cardio lacking. Till you flapping on the canvas and bobbing, you're weaving, unleashing the fury on your face while the audience screaming. Hope they got great seats or the pay-per-view. Let's get the breakdown from J, DJ, and Q. You know the vibes. Yeah. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Triple G knockout in a trilogy for the Triple G Canelo trilogy or whatever. So, if that happens, when that happens. And, how do y'all feel about it? And I'm going to go ahead and just start off first and just say, personally, me, I feel like, I'm in a space right now, but I done doubted Canelo several times, and particularly with this fight, this matchup with him and Triple G. I thought Triple G was going to mob him. First fight, I felt like that was a I felt like I called it a draw before they called it a draw. You know what I'm saying? And then the second fight, I know we felt differently about that. But I don't monitor rounds like y'all do. Round by round, I do just collective thought after I see the fight. And then the second fight, I feel like Canelo built. He grew. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see Triple G get better. I saw Canelo get better. Because the whole thing with the first fight was, can Canelo take Triple G punch? And I saw that he could. And so with the second fight, Canelo added wrinkles, and it felt like he caught Triple G with the better shots. Triple G still landed, you know what I'm saying? He still landed enough punches to where it could have went either way, but I just feel like Canelo landed the more solid punches. He landed the harder punches. I feel like if anybody got sort of compromised by the power of a punch or the effect of the punch, it was Triple G. And I just feel like it'll be more of the same moving forward. Triple G is getting older. Canelo still, he a lot younger, and and then plus he a cheat. Yeah, so that.
Yeah. So tainted beef, huh?
Tainted beef, man.
So I take the cue from this one, no pun intended. Listen, the way I thought. So the first fight, I can see if you squint it, real hard. Yeah, it was a draw. Triple G won that fight.
Okay.
Canelo faded, just like he did in the second fight. The difference between the two fights is this. Canelo pressed the action more clearly in the first half of the fight. And I think Triple G giving up ground, and I think if anybody has seen Triple G fight, everybody knows, the way you can catch him, you catch him early. You can look good against Triple G early. And I think Canelo came in with a perfect game plan to not just look good, but look overwhelmingly good, because he had the combination advantage, the speed advantage, and he had the defense. But he faded. That's why that fight, to me, in my opinion, the second fight was actually a draw, because I felt like Triple G did enough in the second half of the fight, and Canelo, clearly won the first half of the fight, as opposed to the first fight. I felt like overall, Triple G controlled the action, and Canelo looked like Canelo was resting sometimes because he was under pressure from Triple G. It's a lazy call to say, oh yeah, especially after he knocked out a compromised Kovalev, that he'll knock out Triple G, and then Triple G didn't look as good as he could in his last fight. So logical thinking would say, oh yeah, I'll take Canelo for the knockout. I'm gonna go the other way. Man, I'm gonna say this.
The exact opposite, or I mean just like okay.
I'm gonna go the other way. If Triple G is the man he claims to be, and he's a dog, this is it. This is it. There's an old adage or old saying where it's I guess the rabbit was running from the fox and he got away. But the fox is, faster than the rabbit. The rabbit got away. Son asked the father, like, hey, what happened? He said, well, the difference is The fox was running for a meal. The rabbit was running for his life. You get a
Okay.
desperate triple. You get a desperate Triple G. Last fight, last hurrah.
This is
And
correct.
I remind people, this is a different kind of style of fight, but it's the same thing. You give a guy like Triple G a chance that's dangerous, who can get to you. You know, you see what happened with Pacquiao Marquez. Nobody thought Pacquiao was gonna get blanked like that, iced, especially when he came back and he floored Marquez and started pouring it on. So
That was one of the
think,
best fights I ever seen.
yeah, I wish it would have went the other way, but yeah, it was,
you know I do. You know I do.
yeah. So I'm
And
gonna go the other way with it, man. Go
But
ahead.
real quick, that's how I know I'm a real boxing fan, bro. That's how you know you're a real boxing fan. I tell people, it's just like when I went back to work and everybody knew we went to Vegas to see the damn Wilder fight. You feel me? Remember, we out there with the Wilder hoodies on, man, with the Wilder with Tyson Fury on the ground and with Wilder connecting. You know, we out there like that the whole time, and we defending them. We, you know,
Hey,
whatever.
man, I'm still rocking mine. I'm still rocking mine.
More definitely. I ain't wore mine again yet, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't been nowhere that's been cold. That's what I'm gonna say.
Man, but you know what I will say?
But the point I'm making is what I told you. I got clowned when I got back to work, and I said, listen, man, I'm tell you something. I'm a boxing fan. I'm not a Wilder fan. I love Wilder. I am a Wilder fan, but I'm a boxing fan. So I say same thing, because like that's why heavyweight boxing is back. You understand? That's what we pay to see. You pay to see somebody go to sleep, bro. You pay to see somebody get stopped. You don't pay to see no damn 12 round, the pew. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see the sweet signs. I don't want to see somebody get their ass touched. Now, if you sweet with it, you touch his ass real sweet. But I want to see somebody go to sleep. I want to see somebody get caught. I want to see, you know, that one hit a quitter. So and however it happens, you know, the non what's the word? The non-predictability of the fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know the unpredictability. That's what make it special, man. That what make boxing special, and more important the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
But anyways,
man, well, hey, I agree like with y'all totally, man. I'm gonna tell y'all before I even get into Canelo, man. I just have to keep saying this because I'm thoroughly disappointed in this one particular fighter, man. And this is the one fighter that I will say that from what I actually witnessed, I will say this fighter actually beat Triple G. And that is Danny Jacobs. To this day, to this day, man, I'm still disappointed. I'm disappointed by what Danny did when he fought Canelo, man. Now, what B-Hop said, I feel like, honestly, Canelo gets, to me, he still hasn't proven it to me. Now, I have doubted him in the past year or so, and he's come through. But, Jay, I don't know if you remember this, but years back, man, they were very smart and strategic with Canelo, how it was catch weight after catch weight after catch weight. I mean, Oscar and Golden Boy were excellent in the way that they slowly maneuvered Canelo up to this point. Now, to this point, again, I'm right there with y'all. Honestly, the first fight, Triple G won that fight. Second fight, I always felt due to age that Canelo was going to edge him in that second one. And in his third one, I think, hell no, there will be no knockout. He ain't knocking Triple G out. They can throw that out the window. But I will agree with both of y'all. This is it. This is for all the marbles if you Triple G, man. This is it. This is the last fight. It's the last hurrah. But yeah, man, I had to throw that in there with Danny J, man. I'm a Danny J fan, and I'm still disappointed at what he did with Canelo, man.
That's what we finna do. We ain't finna slide out on no neutral shit now, because I done said, so you got Cinnabon or you got Triple G on it? Which one?
Man, I got Triple G. To be honest, man, I got Triple G, man. I got Triple G, bro.
By way of what?
I got Triple G by split decision. I'm gonna go Triple G by split decision. I think it's gonna be a difficult contest. I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna resemble fight number one. All right, I think it's gonna resemble fight number one in a lot of ways, but I think Triple G will do enough in the judges' eyes to take it home this time.
I feel like in order for Triple G to win, because all of them been competitive, Triple G is gonna have to hurt Canelo. And you ain't gotta stop him. You gonna drop him. You gonna have to hurt his ass to the point where shit look real crazy. Where we're like, oh shit, is it gonna be the one where Canelo go to sleep? It's gonna have to be, at least be a moment or two like that. Because it ain't gonna be no damn a competitive fight where Triple G edge him. You're not gonna get the decision. You're not. You was mad about the first one, and you're not gonna get the decision.
Listen, I'm angry. That was gonna be my big prediction. I was gonna say he was gonna compromise Canelo great in a serious way, whether he was gonna floor him or hurt him badly. I felt like, me personally, I think because of his age, I think the perfect game plan for Triple G is not to take off rounds, but to mix in when you press the action. Because anybody knows once you get in that deep water with Canelo, especially he's fighting a bigger fighter, he's gonna fade.
Oh yeah.
Even though he had, listen, I take nothing away from Canelo. He has supreme boxing skill. The first time I saw him fight, I said, man, this man got great hands, great combinations, great everything. I think in the first fight I saw him fight, if I'm not mistaken, I'm hoping I'm making an ass of myself, I think he fought Miguel Cotto's brother on an undercard. And I was like, this kid's great with these hands, but he has no feet and he has no head movement. He's worked on all of that and has become a master at all of that.
That fucking head movement, his head movement is so crazy. That shit so crazy.
He went from amateur head movement to supreme head movement. So he's improved exponentially. Man. But my thing is, he still has that Achilles heel, in my opinion, that he fades towards the end, and he knows how to mask it with skill and craftiness. Right. But I think
counterpunching. But you know, like I said, Triple G gonna have to be first. He got to be first at all times, and he got to be first, and he got to come in a way. You know that jab, the jab gonna be the key. Jab the best. Damn, if you're gonna lead with something, that jab, the timing. You know, like so. Hopefully, he gonna lead with that jab, and he gonna have to press his ass, and he got to stay on him. And he got to be aware of that counterpunch, be aware of them body shots, and just keep action on that boy, man. And hope crack his ass. When you got to take that chance when it's open, you got to crack him.
And that's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be a cat and mouse game, more like the first fight, but I think Triple G is going to be a little smarter. And now that he doesn't have Abel Sanchez in his corner, he might implement a different game plan where he mixes the pressure so he's not predictable, right? So where he's now luring in Canelo to be more aggressive. So when it's looking like Canelo's aggressive, he's trying to set him up with some, as opposed to when Triple G backed up the second fight, he was just backing up, just kind of, okay, I'm gonna let you get off. You're not doing anything to me now. I'm gonna press it. And then he did that a little too late, and I think he earned a draw. But when you're fighting Canelo, everybody knows a draw is a loss in your column if you're not on Canelo's side.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Cinnabon got the money back.
And here's the other thing too, man. Why Canelo still got to prove it to me is I was disappointed in Danny J, but I will say this, and I'm gonna speak up for my Cuban fighter who oftentimes gets overlooked. Bruh, damn. Canelo still owes my boy Irislande Lara a rematch. Lara, because Lara beat Canelo, bro. Straight up. The same way that Danny J beat Triple G. That if you really go look at that fight, Danny J honestly should have beat Triple G, but they gave it to him. It's the same thing. If you go back and watch that Irislande Lara fight when he fought Canelo, it was straight highway robbery, man. Highway robbery.
You know what he did, man? What he did was take for granted, you feel me, that the judge is gonna keep it a buck. Mm-hmm. Bro, you got to press on his neck in the later round, man. He sort of ran like Jermaine Taylor did that shit. No, it wasn't Bernard Hopkins. Winky Wright. No, Winky Wright did that to Jermaine Taylor when they fought. Mm-hmm. His ass ran the whole fucking last round of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Jermaine Taylor was catching his ass. He was catching him some shit that he was feeling it. Obviously, and Winky was putting them hands on him, but Jermaine was making his ass pay. And especially as the fight went on, it made Winky more reluctant to trade. And then because he was winning the fight, but then he let that whole the 12th round, he let the 11th, 12th round he run around like a goddamn, you know, he run
Right.
around like
Hey,
a
I'm
deer
gonna say
instead
this.
of
I can't lie. At that point in time, there were two fighters that I really like. Winky being from around hometown,
right,
so I'm
right.
happy it ended up in the draw. So I ain't really got no complaints.
Oh yeah. But I just felt like Winky would have won that fight if he was complaining about the outcome, and I just the Lara fight reminded me of that because you gotta put your foot on his neck. Now I know the man might be catching your ass with something that you might be a little compromised yourself, you know, but
Right.
you gotta leave it out there.
And shoot, and my final point, man, on Canelo will be, I will admit and give him his props that he has gotten better. I agree with both of y'all. That head movement compared to what it used to be, it's some
That shit is
supreme
awesome.
head movement now.
That shit is awesome.
But I will say he's got to show that because, man, we don't want to see you knocking out an old over the hill Kovalev. We don't want to see
In the fight he was losing.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I didn't even think this, but Jay, I know you said you thought even Austin Trout beat him. If you go back and watch that fight, you felt Austin Trout should have got the decision.
I don't know. And we going into overtime now, so y'all can tune out to stay tuned. But that was one of the ugliest events as far as boxing goes with refereeing and judging. I don't know if y'all remember. I think they were in San Antonio, and they tried a new thing with public scoring, where they would announce their scores after every round. And then not only did it take some of the drama out the fight, hell, you were just seeing a real time corruption.
Right.
That shit was trash.
Because even if you think Canelo won the fight, it wasn't that wide of a margin. I think it was like 10 rounds to 2. 9 rounds to 1 by the time we got towards the end of the fight.
The only thing, you know, with that fight, you know, like I say again, I don't score like you guys do. I know, you know, y'all more so will score rounds all the way through the fight. But anyways, from what I've seen just watching the fight, you know, Trout outboxed him. He just couldn't hurt him. He couldn't hurt Canelo.
Yeah,
Canelo
I agree with that. I agree.
Canelo was able to hurt him, and that you know, that was the difference maker. His punches was a lot more when he landed, and it was more effective. So that's what that was. But I agree. I remember the public scoring and all of that. I remember, you know, it wasn't
It was terrible. It was anticlimactic. Glad they never did that shit again.
And matter of fact, then Trout hurt his damn leg or something. When he got dropped in, like his ankle or something else happened.
Yeah, something could have been something like that.
It was something else happened when he got touched and he fell a certain way, if I remember right. But he you know, he ain't had a power. He couldn't hurt that man.
Yeah, he couldn't hurt him, but
yeah, you know, similar to damn Joseph Parker versus Joshua. Parker outboxed him. He couldn't hurt him, and Joshua was able to touch Parker in ways, you know what I'm saying, that could slow him up. But I mean, you know,
I'm gonna say it like this: Anthony Joshua don't want that rematch though.
Yeah, damn sure don't. But
because one thing, and we're in overtime, y'all. So forgive us. One thing I say about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is, because they started boxing so late, they have all the athletic tools, but there's a connection. There's a delay in processing. If you get what I'm saying. So what would become natural and just intrinsic reaction or instinct when you're a fighter, because you've been working on it your whole life, they have to, I don't want to say think a little more, but it takes a little longer to process.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to something like that with Joshua, he's got all the athletic tools, but I think he's lacking in the ring IQ processing speed. If I can make some shit up right now, not to say he doesn't have the acumen, but he doesn't have the reaction time to implement what he wants. And it's a thought process instead of a reaction.
Right now, you hit it, bro. You hit it right on the head, because what you're speaking of, like, and that's exactly what it is, man. It's that processing speed and it's that muscle memory that isn't as deeply ingrained in both of them that you see in Tyson Fury. And when you're talking about fighting against somebody like Tyson Fury, it could be just that hair of a second, and Fury is popping you in the mouth before you can get to him. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean, you're going to lose. So all day, every day against
round
Fury.
by round, jab by jab,
Yeah.
point by point.
Yeah.
No doubt.